Thank you for joining me for this class. This is the start of what I'm calling the re-engagement phase. And what we want to look at is how we engage our Qi, how we activate movement. And so let's start the class. Bringing our palms together. Left hand is open, right hand is closed. We're going to go through 4 postures today. These postures will form the opening and the closing of all the lessons that will follow. So I wanted to spend one class just looking at these 4 preparatory and closing postures. It starts with the Yuan Zhuang, the primordial standing posture. So we have our feet shoulder width apart. We open our hands out, bringing the arms up. Palms facing down, the hands come down in front of the body, returning to our sides. First time. 2 more times, the same motion. Opening the arms out, breathing in. Lowering the hands, relax the shoulders, lower the elbows. Allow the hands to follow through. 1 more time, breathing in. And breathing out. We have our weight on our heels, lowering our center of gravity, relaxing the low back, lifting the body upwards, shoulders set down. We bring our hands up in front of the chest with the palms facing in. Fingertips are pointing towards each other with the thumbs pointing upwards. Relax the shoulders, set the weight down. Taking a nice deep breath, breathing in. And out. Just continuing to breathe at your own pace. Encouraging the breath to become relaxed, even, and full. We focus on the breath to turn the intent inwards, clearing the mind of other thoughts. As we hold this posture, removing any excess tension, encouraging the breath to relax and lengthen. We then take a nice deep breath, breathing in. Lowering our arms as we breathe out. The second posture, elbow rotation. Rolling the hands out, bringing the hands forward. Relax the shoulders, roll the hands in, extend out to the fingertips, bringing the hands forward again. Keeping the weight over the heels, turning slightly to one side, facing front. Bringing in the hands, turning slightly to the other side. Arms coming forward. Circling, coming into alignment. Relax and set down, open across the shoulders, roll the hands forward. Setting into the palms, extending out to the fingertips, coming back. Relax, roll through. 2 more times that same motion, gathering in. Relax the hip on one side, facing front. 1 more time, setting in, turning slightly to one side, hands forward and down. The next move, gathering in, hands are at our sides. We roll the hands out, 1. We interlace our fingers and bring our hands onto the lower abdomen, 2. We bring the hands up, extending the hands overhead, fingers separate out, 3. Relax the shoulders, arms returning to our sides, and 4. Same thing again, opening the hands out, bringing the hands to the lower abdomen, interlacing the fingers. Lifting the body up, hands pushing overhead. Relax the shoulders, lower the arms. To roll the hands up, we open across the front of the shoulders. As we bring the hands to the lower abdomen, set the weight down into the heels. Lengthen the torso as we bring the hands up. Extend through the arms, out to the fingertips. Relax, lower the arms. Same thing again. Open and gather in. Lifting up, extending out, returning to our starting position. Relax. 1 more time. Open and close. Gathering up, extending through the arms to the fingertips, staying focused on the fingertips as the arms return gradually to our sides. And the 4th move, integrating the Qi. We bring our hands, palms up to the small of the back, one hand over top of the other. The hands come around the waist. And we bring the hands up in front of the shoulders. Pushing the hands out. Relax the hands, relax the wrists, relax the shoulders and lower the arms. And 2. The same thing, alternating which hand is on top and which hand is on bottom. Bring the hands around the waist. Bring the hands up to the shoulders. Extend the palms forward. And 4. As the hands come around the waist, we relax the low back. Roll the shoulders back and down, drop the elbows. Lengthen the spine as the hands go forward. Relax the hands, relax the wrists. Hands return to our sides. Same thing again, gathering up to the small of the back. Weight over the heels. Open across the chest. Extend the hands out, shoulders stay relaxed. Arms returning to our sides. 2 more times. Bringing the hands to the small of the back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Pause. Lower the hands. 1 more time. Same motion. Breathing in. And breathing out. And close. Very good. I want to go back and review and add a little more detail about these moves. We're at the re-engagement phase. The first phase was recovery, giving ourselves permission to stop, to recharge. The retraining phase was a phase of figuring out how to relate to the body, how to relate to the emotions in a way that's stable and relaxed, having the movements so that they don't have a stiff energy to them, understanding the emotions and how they can become unbalanced and how to bring them back to balance. Now we're at the point where we want to re-engage with the body, we want to re-engage with our emotions, but not fall back on old habits that have caused us to burn out before. So we need to be able to figure out how to put intent into our actions, but the right kind of intent. So this is the engagement of the qi, and it's a question of how we engage the qi. The easy way of summarizing this, it's still accurate, is that question of what are the conversations you have with yourself? Are they patient or are they impatient? Are they kind or are they unkind? Are they with compassion or are they lacking compassion? Very often the conversations that we tell ourselves, the things that we say to ourselves, aren't particularly patient, aren't particularly kind, aren't particularly compassionate. And this is what we're using to activate our qi. And that's no wonder that this is the seed that leads to burnout. So we need to change that. We need to figure out how to re-engage in a way that's supportive, in a way that is patient, in a way that has compassion. And so that is the goal of these next lessons. This one, we are setting up the opening movements and the ending movements that we'll use for each of these lessons. We'll go through them again with the first posture, the standing posture. At the beginning, when we were in recovery, we were wanting to not over-expend energy. We were sitting. We were gathering the energy into the lower half of the abdomen. During the retraining, we needed to gain the strength, figure out how to build the strength in the body from the ground up. So we're standing, but still keeping the energy set down. Now we're in the retraining phase, or the re-engagement phase. We want to bring that energy up into the core of the body, or from the center of the body in the lower abdomen, and fill the whole of the torso. So the standing postures help the body accumulate the qi, recharge the body, as they say. And so instead of having it so that it just stays down in the lower half of the body, from the lower half, we're drawing the energy upwards. So with the standing posture, some of the important things, as I was mentioning before, weight over the heels. Lower the center of gravity. This means to hold the weight of the body with the thighs. So just feeling some work of the thighs, but relax the hips. We want the hips to be relaxed so that instead of standing on top of the legs, we want to be set into the legs so we can feel the weight going down into the heels. Some work being done by the thighs. And then with the weight over the heels, that gives an opportunity for the low back to relax. That means the abdomen and the core muscles engage slightly, but it's mainly by relaxing the low back. That forms a foundation that can then allow the body to lift up. Shoulders, pull the shoulder blades back and down. The hands are here. If you find there's too much tension accumulating in the shoulders, then from the elbows being here, drop the elbows down. Ideally, the elbows are a little bit away from the body and here, but if that still ends up causing some tension, you can drop the elbows lower. Hands or palms face in. The thumbs lift up to help pull the energy up, as does the crown of the head. So instead of being slumped forward, we're lifting up from the crown of the head, raising up with the thumbs. This helps to support the wrists and relax and settle the shoulder blades. As I was mentioning, this posture then helps us accumulate the qi. From here, we're going to take a side step to a previous move from the earlier section, open and close. From accumulating the qi here, we lower our hands in front of the lower abdomen, palms facing in, and in time with the breath, as we breathe in, the arms move apart, and as we breathe out, the hands come back towards each other. Just breathing at your own pace. Open and close. We want to train the movement to happen by following the opening and closing of the body, the opening and closing of the breath. This is switching the brain from a thinking mode to a sensing mode. We sense when the body is opening, and we allow the hands to follow that motion. Now we'll introduce something new, because here, as we breathe in, the hands open, and then as we breathe out, the hands close. Now let's try opening and closing as we breathe in. So, breathing in. And breathing out. Open and close. Open and close as we breathe in. Open and close as we breathe out. Double time with the hands. With that in mind, the second movement, elbow rotation. Breathe in, open, close. Breathe out, open, close. Breathing in. Breathe out. This is the movement we've done before. But we want to use the sensing skills of the body and the brain, the nervous system, to activate the movement. It's a very different feeling, close. Now, if it's something that you hear the words but it doesn't make sense, that's okay. If you hear the words and understand them but can't get it to translate in the body, that is also okay. The main thing is to think about this idea. Think about finding that switch with the brain. So instead of thinking, bring my hands out, bring my hands in, bring my hands out, bring my hands in, that you mainly sense, when is the body opening? When is the body closing? And then from there, if you can, link that sensation with the movement of the hands. Then you can link that motion, link any motion to that open and close. So doing it to the double time, open and close with each half of the respiration, to moving the hands through to the elbow rotation. The last two moves, about gathering in, reintegrating, has the same quality. The movement is slightly different, so from our hands at our sides, it's the rolling out, it's a different kind of moving. It's a coiling motion that we want to activate, opening out, and a coiling back in. Again, relax the hips. From the core of the body lifting up, allow the hands to continue through. Relax the shoulders, arms return to our sides. The coiling starts at the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back and allow that movement to travel through the hands. Set the weight in and allow that movement to draw the hands into the lower abdomen. Lift the torso. Hands will follow up. Allow the hands to continue overhead, out to the fingertips, and then stay focused on the fingertips as the arms return to our sides. Same thing again. Open from the shoulders, extend through to the hands. Gather into the lower abdomen, allow that to pull the hands in. Bring the intent up to raise the hands, lift the torso. Hands extend overhead, through the shoulders to the palms to the fingertips. Relax. Lower the arms. Once more, same thing. Rolling out, gathering in. As the hands come up to the chest, the body lengthens. The intent comes up. When the hands come overhead, send the intent down. Set the weight into the heels. Set the body down as the hands extend to the fingertips. And then as the arms return to our sides, allow the center of gravity to come back. Once more, same thing. Open. Set in. Lift up. As the hands come up, send the intent down. Staying focused on the fingertips, relax and lower the hands. And then integrating the chi. The hands come to the small of the back. Relax the low back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Press the palms forward. Lift the spine. Relax the hands, relax the shoulders. Arms return to our sides. Same motion again from the small of the back. Set the weight onto the heels. Open across the chest, set the elbows down. Lengthen the spine as the hands extend to the palms, out to the fingertips. Relax and settle downwards. Good, same thing. Breathing in. Breathing into the palms, weight over the heels. Out to the fingertips, pause with the breath, lower the hands. Breathing in again. Breathing out. Pausing the breath. 2 more times. Nice full breath, breathing in. Relax the shoulders. Lower the hands. And one more time. Relax the low back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Press the palms forward. Relax the wrists. Extend to the fingertips. Lower the hands. And close. Very good. With the very last movement, there is that pause that's introduced with the breathing. The breathe in, the breathe out, extend to the fingertips, and then pause. Of course, don't pause for too long. The pause should be not with any tension. And so it's different than holding your breath. It's just allowing pause in that inspiration and exhalation. If you need to speed up the pause because you're running out of breath, by all means, change the timing. It shouldn't be something where it feels uncomfortable. It should be a comfortable pause as the arms settle back down. The last move, to integrate the qi, we want to make sure that the weight relaxes into the low back, settles into the heels as we bring our hands around. It's like as the hands come forward, the low back sets back. As the hands come out, set the elbows down, open across the chest. And from there, from the heels, set the body back as the hands go forward. Lengthen the spine. Find the alignment that extends here without pulling the body forward. And then from there, relax to extend to the fingertips and lower the hands. When we send the intent forward, it's very common for people to add tension so that they feel like they're doing something. The proper feeling you should have as you send the intent forward is nothing in the hands. You shouldn't feel any tension. And so instead of adding tension, adding stiffness to the movement to make it feel like you're doing more, take that tension away. Feel the motion forward as one that expands forward. Relax further by relaxing the wrist to extend it out to the fingertips. Hold the intent at the fingertips so that from there it can return to the core of the body as the arms return to our sides. We want to gather the intent from the bottoms of the feet up through the body, out to the fingertips. But from the fingertips, we don't want to send it further. We want to keep it here at the extremities and then allow it to return. So staying focused on the fingertips, add more relaxation, and then allow things to settle back in. So that is the closing posture. Then bring our feet side by side. Take a moment to draw the intent down to the bottoms of the feet. And that's close. Very good. These opening and closing movements, the first two movements, the standing and the elbow rotation, and the closing movements, the gathering in and the integrating of the qi. These will be the opening two movements and the closing two movements for the following lessons. I wanted to add some extra detail about them now so that as you go through with each lesson, you're able to build on those ideas. Find that feeling in your own practice. So when these start to feel familiar, the next lesson will be ready for you, and I look forward to joining you then. We'll close the class. Palms together. Left hand open, right hand closed.